Welcome to day 39 of my road to 2000 elo journey in chess. My current elo is 1410. Last game didn't go super well, but I did kind of learn something, or actually realize something, which is that I I'm not really saying I'm not considering like my moves the way I should be. Let's go Pirc or King's Indian, whatever this is called. What I mean is like I'm not doing like the basic steps of like before you make a move, why are you making that move? Was that piece doing anything before? Things like that. So my goal is to start asking myself these questions before I make moves. That way I can. What is that? It's gonna come here? That's really strange. I can castle, but let me bring the knight out first to prepare that, because he might want to come here. Or now I can strike the center. I have two ways to strike the center. This one will probably be met with that, and this one as well. And if I play that, I can bring my queen out, but that doesn't really... Does that help me much? Let's castle, and then I can think about that a little more, but I want to see what he does. So it looks like he's trying to bring the pieces over to my side of the board, maybe? If I think kettle the bishop, same thing. Maybe I bring the rook in too. I just like the way e5 looks. And if he pushes, it's fine. Because then I can bring my... Now I can... Well, no, I can't bring my knight here, actually. Okay, he doesn't take. I'm not going to take, because if I take, then he gets two pawns in the center. And I don't really want that. So, well, this is a weird position. Like, the knight being here is really funny. I like a funny move, to me. Not really used to seeing that. I just gotta improve my pieces. Maybe stop a pin from happening. Or I push here to kind of force something to go on here. I'm thinking about d5, because d5 I'm threatening to take. And I'm preventing him from closing the position, and I kind of need my bishop to come out and do something. I want to and I'm hoping if he takes, then I can get my knight in. All right. I want to trade this knight off so I can bring my other knight in and open up the bishop. He's kind of weakened his pawns around his king. He's moved them so much. So plan is to somehow exploit that. If he takes with the knight, I take whichever piece he takes with. I'm going to take. Because yeah, like I already said, I want to get this knight out of the way of my bishop. It takes like that. Wow, this guy's just not doing anything I'm expecting. If I take and he takes, then I can... Let me think a little bit. Is this a move? Because if I take and then he recaptures, I'm down 2 points. But then if I take like that, I'm up 1. Then no, I would be losing. Because I don't like this diagonal. He completely shut me out. Which is not good. But it's fine. You know what? It's fine. I'm okay with that, yeah. That we could just pawn chain. I wouldn't have. I mean, what else would he have done? He has to equalize. But I'm fine with this, honestly. Let's go bishop out here. I can bring my queen up, connect the rooks, and then I maybe even have some sacrifice here. Maybe taking on h3. I just have, because there's pieces, 2 pieces that aren't even here. This could work. This could really work. Is there another move that maybe is better? Like knight here? No, let's go here. Line that up. He just put another piece. Like he's disconnecting his queen more from defending coming in. Because now if I wanted to do that, okay, he kind of sees that. So what do I want to do now? I want to somehow bring the rooks in, maybe. Okay, let's bring this rook over. My plan is to put the knight here, and then maybe have some sort of... Okay. What is that? Oh, he is threatening to win this night, actually. I was looking at like moves. I was trying to ignore this attack, but I don't think I can. Oh, I can't even bring my knight over here. But I think my knight here, knight d5. If he pushes me out, I can come here and then I can threaten this pawn. Then he pushes again. No, he can't push again. So let's go here. Maybe I can push and get his bishop out of my space. Is there a way to create an outpost like for my knight? Like what if I come back and then put... No, not really. I don't think there's a way to do that. I think he wants his check. Maybe moving the rook over was not a good move. If he plays here and I take, that's check. But only if I move my knight out of the way. My plan was knight here, threatening that. But let's slide out of the way. So there's no checks here. There is still a fork. But by no means am I forced to take. But I have to be careful about where this knight goes. So I think this is kind of a mistake. I don't know if moving over was the right move. I have to get this bishop out of my space, though, honestly. Like, the square's under attack. Maybe push to... but I don't like that either. That's a huge commitment. Really? Okay, if I take... He takes here, I just take back, and then he has a rook here. But I'm fine with that. Okay, what if I take... He doesn't take with a... He takes with a rook, and then he gets that. That's just a trade. He gets his pieces out of my space. I mean, that like trade would be fine with me. If he takes with the rook, though... No, because he can't really take with the rook, because if he takes with the rook and then I take with the knight, he gets that, which is a fork, but then I can give a check to get out of the way. Yeah, so I think he missed that. Because if I give this check, I can then move my rook out of the way, right? Yeah, so I'm up 2 points now. I don't think I missed anything. I can even do that. Does that work? Just like completely throwing my bishop out so that if he takes, then I can take his knight? Not really, because if I do that, then what he can do is just take here and then both their pieces are stuck, so... Where do I move my rook now? Oh no, I can do this instead. No, it doesn't work for the same reason. What if I chuck this? I'm looking at everything. I have to get a little creative here. Take, because if take, then I take with check. And then I take. So that's losing a bishop and a rook for 2 pawns and a piece. That's not good at all. But his king would be really unsafe. I really want this open file. Okay, you know what? I'll just move back here. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that move would work because I'm giving up a bishop and a rook. I'm losing a bishop rook for 2 pawns and a knight. That's 5 for like 7 points. It's not good. It would be even, but I don't have enough pieces to really like even get near a checkmate. I don't think. What I think I do have now though is taking. Okay, wait, maybe I did have something. Okay, maybe now I have something. Cause okay, can't I just do that? If I do that, he can take with the queen, and then I just take his knight. No, but if I take like that, okay, if I take like that, and he moves here, I move here, back with the bishop, and then if he takes my queen, I take his queen, and his piece is still under attack. He has to move it out of the way. I think that works. If it doesn't work, you live and you learn. That's it. But I think that works. Completely missed that. All right. Can't I play that though? If he takes en passant, boom, I'm good. Here, because if he moves his knight out of the way, then I just take his. Okay, here. Let's say he moves his knight here. There's no double checks. And then I just take his queen. If he takes en passant, then I just trade queens and I'm good. I think. Oh, I didn't think about if I can move my queen out of the way. En passant. Boom. I mean my bishop, but I'm still fine. He's gonna take here, and I gotta do that. Can he push? No, it doesn't work. He doesn't have a fork either. So if I move my rook to b8, he doesn't have a fork because my bishop still covers that. He doesn't have that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Oh, but he has this, dude. I just move here, and then he has this, and then oh my goodness, bro. Oh, I think he missed that, dude. That's a crazy position. Hold on. I think he had all of that. Then I would just move here. And if he takes, I take, and then it's fine. No, I would have been fine. I would have been fine. I think I'm doing good. So if he pushes his pawn, I can bring my rook here, attacking that. Does he have any checks? No. Just attack that. If he moves here, I can take, so he can't move this knight. I don't think this was a good move. He's keeping his knight on the defense of that. So now I can attack. You cannot defend it. You can attack my bishop, but I'm taking your knight, and then after you take that, it's fine. Okay, now I'm just gobbling up the pawns. I have to be very careful about that, but my bishop is super good here. After take, okay, just take, and then I take this pawn, and I'm good. I'm good here. I have this check. I have here. I can go for this pawn. I can not double up because it's knight. So what if I just kick it out? There's no checks. As long as I keep my king on a dark square and my rook on a light square, I don't have to worry about getting forked. But it's notoriously hard to play endgames when your opponent has a queen. I mean a knight, because you know it's got all these crazy. I'm just thinking about one of the games I had where it kind of went really, really south, even though I was winning because I had low time and okay. All right, let's get the rooks off, and then I don't have to really even stress about anything. So now I'm threatening to win this pawn. He's got that. Then I just take. No, actually I can't do that. Okay, you know what I should have done? I should have stacked them on the same file. Same file, because then I can. Okay, just got. Okay, I gotta just focus. If I get rook here, his queen, I mean his king's gonna get mated. I don't know why I played rook there. That was not a good move. He's got all the time in the world to think. I do not. I have 30 seconds, but I think I can scheme out a win here. Okay, I don't have time to even look at the I'm just attacking the pawn. I have to make my moves in 2 seconds or less. Holy crap, dude. Okay. Just sack the pawn for what? I'm just gonna push and then no, I'm gonna make I don't know. There's too many options. I should probably start. I don't play with increment just because. Threatening mate. Actually, if he takes with the rook. Yo, I don't. Just cut off the. He can't move the knight, actually. He can't move the knight. His knight is just stuck. Oh my god. I got it. Oh, yo, he couldn't move the knight because he put his rook here. Putting the rook here is the absolute worst thing you can do because your king is on the back rank. I have both rooks on the 7th rank. You just took away all your escape squares. Yo, good game though. 85 accuracy. There we go. So I just had to realize that when I'm making moves, especially in my game yesterday, I was not considering the consequences. That's why I lost that piece. So I was trying to do that better today, and I think I did. So let's go. Just standard opening stuff. But this was like to me it's unorthodox. Like I've never seen a knight get put there. And then pushing this pawn was probably not a smart move. Okay, and there we go. I found it. I found this move. Yep, opening up. Getting my pieces active. Probably should have moved it. They were thinking a lot about attacks, and I saw what they were thinking with the f6 square. Let's see if king over was an okay move. Oh, that was a miss. Should have kicked the bishop out. But then if they just move back, do they want me to play g5? Because I'm scared about this square, but I don't like weakening the pawns there. And light squares are not looking so good for me. What was the blunder? Yeah, actually no, I saw everything. Yeah, check. Because I had check, so the fork didn't work for them. Oh, okay. What was a missed tactic? Hold on. Let's see if I can figure it out. I was looking at any attacking moves on the queen. The problem was, oh, okay, it does work there. Oh, I missed that. I did miss that. The reason I moved over first, though, was because if I didn't and I went for an attack on the queen first, they could just take here. And then I'm down a rook. Wait. Yeah. So I'm back to losing on material. But I should have moved the bishop to a better square. Wait, what? Okay, oh yeah, I did see that move too. I didn't play it. Why didn't I play it? Because can't he do that? that is oh, I didn't see that move. Oh my god. I had I had mate. So it does work. Okay, that's why it works. No, I thought like, oh, I'm losing material, but no, I had a mate. Dang. But instead I just threw my bishop out and then I completely missed knight here. I saw the idea though. Luckily I had a pawn here. If my pawn was on like, I don't know. But yeah, I got a bit lucky there and then just trade. Oh, I just had to give up the, oh no. Would this move have worked? Because I can just come here. Not even. I would come here. Yeah, that's what I would have done. I saw that too. And I was playing with the minute on the clock. The one thing I know about endgames is that you want to have rooks on the 7th rank. That's about it. Yep. Just had to wait for him to make that mistake. Anyways, that was a good game. Thank you for watching. Till the next.